Toastmasters Club, as we are sure to reap its benefits as our creatives, both here in St. Lucia and across the Caribbean, improve their communication and leadership skills. Okay. So we applaud you. I celebrate your great achievement. I hope you have a wonderful time. I know it will fulfill the dreams of all of you. I know it will create some great linkages between you and, most importantly, within our Caribbean community. And I wish you all the best. Congratulations to you all in setting up this club, Toastmasters. It's a big deal, and I'm sure you are going to learn, you are going to progress, you are going to build this economy within our individual countries into a great economy, which it is ideally. Thank you, and so I say cheers. Hip hip, hooray.
Hooray.
Thank you so very much for that kind message and for starting us off with the sipping. They have told me that I can't sip while I'm doing this right now, but I might sneak and take a sip, but thank you for starting it off. What struck me most about your message is, yes, you're doing something for St. Lucia, but you're also doing something for the wider Caribbean. And that really speaks volumes. And if at a different level, we could all engage in that kind of unity and support for each other, that would be so lovely. Thank you so very much. Toastmasters and friends, it's going to be an artistic extravaganza, and we're going to have our first exposure to an artistic piece. And it is a saxophone solo by Barbara Cadet. Please enjoy, sit back, and let us appreciate. I'm sure the St. Lucians in the house recognize her, and I'm sure many others do as well. A former head of the woodwind department at the School of Music in St. Lucia, and she has performed all over the Caribbean, even open for persons like Patti LaBelle. Toastmasters and friends. All right, I was going to try and play it off, but I can't. We missed the invocation, or I missed the invocation. I was in such a hurry to catch up. And our secretary, Mary Bruce, has been waiting there patiently, not wanting to say, point of order, you forgot me. I did, and I'm sorry, but Toastmaster Mary Bruce, please set the tone for us this evening by delivering the invocation. Toastmaster Mary, I'll ask the tech team to reach out to her. While they do that, I recognize that our district director, Innocent Richard, has joined us. Welcome, sir. And our club growth director, Melinda Lloyd, has joined us as well. Welcome, both of you. Good to have you both. All right, Toastmaster Mary, I promise you we'll get back to you later in the program. Don't worry, I'm driving and it's artistic, so it doesn't have to be exactly like it says on the agenda. We're going to create as we go along. We are distinguished Toastmaster Innocent Richard. You have like 5 seconds to prepare. I know you just joined, but we are at the point in time when you would give your remarks, sir. Toastmaster Innocent Richard has served us well in District 81. He has been a conference chair, program quality director, served in numerous club roles, and he has definitely shown his leadership skill through this year as we navigated through the second part of the pandemic. I have seen him lead with such grace. He finds a way to always be present, always be there, especially in those difficult times. I know that I won't even try to take the words out of his mouth. Please welcome to the virtual lectern, our district director, Innocent Richard.
Good afternoon. Thank you very much, distinguished Toastmaster Funari. Good afternoon, Platinum Artistic Toastmasters Club. Good afternoon, district leaders. Good afternoon, everyone. Sorry for not being able to attend the whole ceremony with you. I'm presently in meeting with the club of Division E, but I could not come in this special ceremony. I just came by to say hello and to wish the most cordial welcome to this new club in the great family of Toastmasters International, and particularly in the family of District 81. I would like to take this moment to congratulate those who have worked hard to allow the creation of this new club. Congratulations to sponsors Alwyn St-Omer and Marcella St-Omer. Congratulations to our director, Johnny and Dominic, who serve as mentors. To the members of the committees, I wish you good work, success in your objectives, and I hope that next year, the club will be among the best clubs in District 81 by finishing as President Distinguished. Welcome again and long life to the Platinum Artistic Club. Back to you, Distinguished Toastmaster Shonari.
Sir Innocent Richard, distinguished Toastmaster. I think I now understand how he always seems to be there. He's a man who can be in multiple places at the same time, but always giving such value, always such warmth. We appreciate your message, sir. Toastmasters and friends, this club is special. It is so special that a former world champion, well, no, it's never a former world champion of public speaking. They always call it world champion of public speaking and there. So 2021 world champion of public speaking, Verity Price, sent a message especially for Platinum Artistic Toastmasters Club. Please sit back, listen, and let us appreciate the sentiments that are shared with us. They've asked
It
me to.
appears we're having some technical difficulties, so may have to move forward.
Okay, no problem. If we can, we'll come back to it or we'll play it at the end. Toastmasters and friends. Every artist needs to have ideas and tools. And the lady who will share with us next is someone who I have observed to be full of ideas. I've only known her for a small fraction of the over 30 years, well, almost 30 years, that she has been in Toastmasters. But for those years, I've observed that when it comes to having ideas, following through on them, just thinking out of the box and being really creative in the leadership space, she's the kind of person that you want to know. When you think of someone who always has a tool or a method for getting something done or a solution, this is the lady that you want to go to. She has served us as program quality director and district director. She's a member of multiple clubs and multilingual, but always so warm and kind and encouraging. Please help to welcome to the lectern to speak about the organizing committee, former district director, Fabiola Cleofa.
Thank you so much. It's always nice to hear from others what perspective you are bringing to the table. And indeed, being creative is something that I do admire of others, as I take on those creative juices and apply it to leadership. And it was in this moment that I was approached by Toastmaster Marsala. We want to create a club. What kind of club? Oh, a specialty club. Okay. What is your aim? We want to reach artists, especially those in St. Lucia and around the Caribbean. Okay, how are we going to do this? And then little by little, we pieced together and brought it forward. Now, with my experience of having to create or build clubs as the district mission, there are things that you get to learn along the way. One of those was specialty clubs. Most of us know how to create a club, community club, corporate club, but even going about that, it is most of the time people approach it the same. But for this special club, how do you go about? But it was a great moment to work with Toastmaster Alwin, Toastmaster Marcella, and then adding to the team, Toastmaster Joni and Toastmaster Dominic, who were the ones that were engaged in this to help support the online experience. But this was the perfect team to start creating this special club. And naturally, with the help of the district committee to support clubs, also engaged DTM Sonia Monrose, past club growth director of District 81, together with another committee member of the new club team. And this is what has created. It is indeed, as the minister has said, the first in many that actually we now have the, you can say, the very first specialty club in District 81, for which I applaud and congratulate the team for putting it together, switching the mindset of how to go about putting the program of Toastmaster International for those that become member of this specialty club. I wish you all the best and hope that you will continue to grow and add more and more of those artists. And if you haven't experienced one of the meetings of this club, you should make a notice of coming to it because you will be blown away. Learning public speaking and leadership, but also focusing on the artistic side. Back to you, Toastmaster of the meeting.
Distinguished Toastmaster Fabiola. Definitely, you can see the vision, you can see the creativity and the gratitude there. We appreciate your message. Toastmasters and friends. When persons start their Toastmasters journey, we try to give them a little charge, a little inspiration, a little encouragement, a reminder to them of the promises that they make as they go ahead in Toastmasters, but also a reminder to the rest of us to support them. And to lead the induction ceremony of our members is someone who has always been about membership, our current club growth director. Her artistic talent, from what I've observed, speaker, poetry, I'm not sure what else. Oh, she loves to dance, but I've never seen her on stage like dancing professionally, but she definitely knows to have a good time. She's been in Toastmasters for quite a while and has served us well in multiple positions at the club, at the district level. And she has always achieved excellence. For her day job, she's a project manager, but it seems as if that just goes with her everywhere. When you talk about events, just really cool ideas and bringing them to life all the way through, you know I'm speaking about our current club growth director. That fire engine red could almost be called trademark now. And that is the same spirit that she has, that bold, outgoing spirit, and she takes it to everything that she does. Please help me to welcome to the virtual lectern our very own Melinda Lloyd, Distinguished Toastmaster, Club Growth Director, to lead us in the induction ceremony.
Thank you, host and Distinguished Toastmaster Bullock, for the very warm introduction. Fellow Toastmasters, it is now our duty and privilege to induct the newly chartered members of the Platinum Artistic Toastmasters Club. This is a very important occasion, both for these new members and for the members of our District 1 family. These individuals have come to Toastmasters seeking to improve their communication and leadership skills, especially in the sphere of the artistic world. And we now have an opportunity to help them learn, to grow, and to achieve these goals. Our new members, and I'm going to ask for the assistance of one of our new members, Toastmaster Roger. Our new members, Alwyn St. Omar, Brian Anthony, Carla Andrea Isaacs, Cassandra Richardson, Toastmaster Clive Bowen. Danielle Edwin. Arnold Tolan. Eric Walcott. Heidi Hinkson. Marcella St. Omar. Joni Laidlaw. Joshua Harrow. Mary Bruce. Maeve Alexander. Nahum Batiste. Nandi Walcott. Nintus Marge. Orisha Denbo Burke. Patrick Chester. Princess Auguste. Roger Harrell. Shada Shea Brown. Stephen Edmund.
That's all the members.
Are all members of the Platinum Artistic Toastmasters Club. And to all of you as our members, you are joining a worldwide organization that has helped more than 4 million people learn how to communicate effectively. As members of the Platinum Artistic Toastmasters Club, you will benefit from a proven program of self-development. You will become part of an outstanding group of people who are dedicated to helping one another in a spirit of sharing and enjoyment. Vice President Education Alwyn St. Omer, have these new members been given an opportunity to discuss their needs and goals with the club? Have they been told how the Toastmasters program works and informed of the many benefits they will receive, as well as the obligations of membership?
Yes, they have all been assigned mentors. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Toastmaster Alwyn. And I'm going to ask each of these mentors that you will now see displayed on your screen a very important question. Please see the list of mentors who have taken up this opportunity to assist the members of this club.
Just in time, Yola.
Toastmasters, Distinguished Toastmaster Shonari Bullock, Toastmaster Stacey Ann Wright, Distinguished Toastmaster Shelly Ann O'Connor, Toastmasters Alwyn St. Omar, Marcella St. Omar, Carla Andrea Isaacs, and Joni Renee Laidlaw. As experienced Toastmasters, you have been asked to help these new members get off to a very good start. Do you accept this responsibility and pledge to share your knowledge and experience with our new members so that they can immediately begin to receive value from the Toastmasters membership. I will ask distinguished Toastmaster Bullock to respond on behalf of our mentors.
We will.
Thank you, distinguished Toastmaster Bullock. To our new members, membership in this club and in Toastmasters International is a privilege that carries with it many rewards. Yet it also places certain obligations upon you. We are a group of people brought together to do things we could not accomplish alone. Our collective obligation is to grow and improve ourselves and to share our knowledge and experience with fellow members in a spirit of enjoyment. This means you must work diligently toward your own self-development, evaluate others' speeches in a spirit of support and sharing, assist the club in reaching its goals, remaining positive and always keeping a smile on your face. We ask you, our new members, to dedicate yourselves to personal growth, to share this great gift with your fellow members, and to help keep this Toastmasters Club strong and dynamic. I'm going to ask Toastmaster Clive Bowen to read the affirmation of membership script on behalf of our new club members. Toastmaster Bowen, please give me 1 second to display. Toastmaster Bowen, could you, on behalf of the members of the Platinum Artistic Toastmasters Club, go ahead and read the affirmation of membership?
I, Clive Bowen, and all my fellow new inductees, in the presence of my fellow members of the Platinum Artistic Toastmasters Club, make this firm obligation to attend meetings regularly and prepare fully for each assignment, to apply myself to the projects outlined in the Toastmasters education program, to participate actively in club activities, to evaluate others in a positive, constructive manner, to build open, friendly relationships with my fellow members, and to bring other new members into the club so that they can also gain the benefits of Toastmasters.
And that is it. Thank you so much, Toastmaster Clive Bowen, for delivering that on behalf of all the members of this soon-to-be distinguished club. At this time, I will ask distinguished Toastmaster Essie Gardner, if you may, distinguished Toastmaster Essie, to repeat the club's pledge to our new members on behalf of our district.
Certainly, Madam. Inductor. We, the members of District 81, pledge to support you in your quest for self-development, to provide you with positive, helpful evaluations, to maintain a friendly, supportive atmosphere, to give you opportunities to help others, and to make your Toastmasters membership a rewarding and fulfilling experience.
Thank you, distinguished Toastmaster Essie Gardner. Fellow Toastmasters of District 81, please help me in extending a warm welcome to the newly inducted members of the Platinum Artistic Toastmasters Club.
Bravo, yeah.
Host Shanari Bullock, back to you, distinguished Toastmaster.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Melinda. Thank you for leading us in that welcoming of those members. And I'm going to ask the members of the audience here to unmute, get a chance to make a little bit of noise. We're not going full volume yet, so 50%. Let us welcome the members of the Platinum Artistic Toastmasters Club to District 81. Unmute, and after 3, 1,
Yes.
2, 3. Welcome!
Bravo! Welcome.
Bravo.
Yes.
Bless.
Looking forward to great things. Thank you so much, Toastmaster Melinda. Toastmasters and friends, A gentleman snuck in through the side door and thought that we would not notice, but we did. I have enjoyed thoroughly his term as division director for Division B. He's an artist himself, multi-talented, and he has used Toastmasters to serve not just the members within Toastmasters, but also persons outside Toastmasters, especially the youth. He's someone who I don't know how he does. In fact, I don't know how many of our district leaders do it, but he's just everywhere. And he's always willing to jump in and help and support. He will take any role at short notice and do them so well. Please help me to welcome, to give a few remarks, our current division director for Division B, Corville Hilton, distinguished Toastmaster.
Thank you so much, Mr. Moderator and distinguished Toastmaster Bullock. District leaders, I don't know if our district leaders are here or there because I know they're in another meeting, in and out. Yes, the Toastmasters wear many hats. I'm seeing that this evening, but to our district leaders, to our Division B family, or District 81 family, all, I would like to just acknowledge each of you. This is a proud moment for Division B, and I'm very, very happy. I have 2 children, and I am equally excited when I saw both of them being born. And now I have another baby, Platinum Artistic. I am so excited about you, and I really would like to commend Eddie Joni, St. Omar, husband and wife team. I wish I could partner with my wife to accomplish things like these. Can we put our hands together for them? This is awesome. This is just a winning team here. And I want to commend each of our members who came on board. I want to, especially the officers who are coming to serve as well. You just jumped right in. And what I admire about this club is that they didn't just come and they are feeling their way around and wondering what to do. They hit the ground running. And as you know, Eddie Joni, she has been talking to me behind the scenes, and others as well. She has been talking to them, finding out, can we start our project before the club starts? How do we go about doing this? She has worked tirelessly behind the scene, and I can think of no better person. This young lady, and you have seen her yourself. She's everywhere, doing everything, helping everyone. I don't know how she found the time to actually spend so much time, dedicate so much time to this. But I really want to lift my hat to you, Eddie Joni, and your entire team for all you have done. We wish this club all the best, and already you are off to a great start. I have no doubt that you will be one of the greatest examples in Division B if you remain in Division B, because we don't know, sometimes things turn around a bit, but we would hope you remain in Division B. But thanks so much for each person who is here, for coming and supporting. I'm seeing distinguished Toastmaster Essie Gardner. I'm seeing our new RA, a distinguished Toastmaster Shirley, who I have the greatest respect for. So thanks for all the support that you are giving. And I do wish this club all the best. I do love art myself. I think I wouldn't call myself a musician, but I do play a few instruments. But that qualifies me to at least visit this club. So I'm so grateful to be associated with you, and I wish you all the best as you continue to grow. Over to you, Mr. Moderator.
Thank you, distinguished Toastmaster Carville Hilton. And my dear friend, my troublesome friend, Shelly Ann O'Connor, dropped a message in the chat, which I fully endorse, because that has been a part of my fun of Division Director Carville Hilton as Division Director. I restrained myself from saying it today, but Toastmaster Shelly just could not restrain herself. But distinguished Toastmaster Hilton, you did well, sir, as per usual. And I would call you a musician compared to my talents. Yes. Thank you for your kind message and for welcoming the club so warmly. We'll now have that piece that from Verity Price, World Champion of Public Speaking 2021, which will then be followed by the installation of club officers. Please let us sit back and enjoy.
Are you familiar with the premise that you never truly know the value of something until it's gone? When my father died when I was 24, very unexpectedly, that was when I discovered how true that is. I thought we would have more time. I thought there were so many years of memories that I still would have to share with him. And then it was gone. And in that moment, I made the decision that I would spend my life valuing what's in my life while it's in my life. I am Verity Price, the 2021 World Champion of Public Speaking, and I'm so excited to be with you to explore the value of Toastmasters. But before we do that, I want to let you in on a little secret. Did you know that your success in life, only 25% of it is ever going to come from your IQ and your skills? Only 25% of your long-term success will come from your IQ and your skills. 75% of it comes from 3 things that you have right now that you can develop even more. And those 3 things are your optimism levels, your ability to see obstacles as opportunities, and your social connections. And the reason I am sharing that with you right now is those 3 things are what I have developed in my 10 years of being a member of Toastmasters and in my journey to becoming a distinguished Toastmaster and ultimately the world champion of public speaking. When I joined Toastmasters, I didn't have any idea what value it might add into my life. And a bit like my dad, I at times took it for granted that my meetings just happened once a month and I just needed to show up. And it was only about a year into my journey as a Toastmaster, as I started getting involved in the committee, I started helping with leadership opportunities at the club, I started seeing my fellow members growing and changing speech by speech, that I started truly to realize how valuable this organization was and that I wasn't going to waste 1 second of my membership. And in my journey in this incredible organization, what I have seen it do for others and for me is to build optimism levels, improve our ability to see obstacles as opportunities, and improve our social connections. So let's look at that. How does Toastmasters improve your optimism levels, you might be wondering? Well, if you've ever sat at a meeting, there is always something to laugh about. People do hysterical, humorous speeches, table topics have us absolutely in stitches, and then there's all the things that go wrong, and we can laugh and learn together. I have never come away from a Toastmasters meeting not feeling uplifted, inspired, and a lot more optimistic than I went in. So there's already one incredibly valuable thing about a Toastmasters meeting. How does Toastmasters build your ability to see obstacles as opportunities? Well, if you've ever struggled to find a speech, a topic, what you're going to say, and you've worked through that, and you found the speech, you've maybe reached out to a mentor or a club member and said, I don't know what I'm going to do, please help me, and you've overcome that, and you've stood up and you've given your speech, you have overcome that obstacle. Perhaps you entered Toastmasters as a very nervous speaker, and you've had to find the courage to do your icebreaker and to trust that despite your fears, despite your limiting beliefs about yourself, your voice matters. And every time you've stood up and given a speech, you've overcome an obstacle. Or maybe as a club leader, you've had a drop in membership, or you've noticed that the quality of your meetings have gone down. You've had to get together with your committee, you've had to get creative and find a way around that problem. And what have you done? You've overcome an obstacle. So there is the second reason why Toastmasters adds so much value to our lives. It teaches us how to get around the things that are between us and the performance we want to have in the world and practice it in front of our club members and boost our optimism levels when we overcome those obstacles. Thirdly, how does it improve our social connections? You're sitting here right now, surrounded by like-minded people who are on a journey to improve themselves and to improve the world through their message, through the work that they do. For me, In my 10 years of being a Toastmaster, the thing that has added the most value is the friendships that I've made. The people that I've met who I have reached out to outside of my club and who've continued my life journey with me. I had so many Toastmasters at my wedding. I know that I can call on them any time of the day or night. And so when I've hit hard times in my life, my Toastmasters family is one of the families I reach out to. So this is what Toastmasters does for us. It boosts our optimism just because our meetings are so enjoyable. It teaches us how to turn our obstacles into opportunities, and it creates strong social connections. If you embrace the Toastmasters program for the journey that you want to go on, for the goals that you want to attain, I can guarantee you that your IQ and your skills are not what you need to be worrying about for your success in life. You just need to know that you're using Toastmasters and the value that it gives to boost your optimism, get those obstacles turned into opportunities, and keep gathering and creating powerful social connections. I will be forever grateful to this organization and how it has changed my life. Not just when I heard that I was the world champion of public speaking, but when I realized that without this organization, I wouldn't be the person I am. And I know that even though my dad's not here any longer, he looks down on me and he is proud that I have learned how to value something before it's gone. So I encourage you, see the value in Toastmasters, embrace the value in Toastmasters, and let that value make you valuable.
Please, organizers, share with Verity Price, Toastmaster Verity, that her message was appreciated and when received here. Toastmasters and friends. At a club officers training here in Jamaica, many years ago, our officer who's responsible for installation, after what had been a great experience at club officers training, finished it off by playing a song. And I hope that I remembered and found the right song. I'm not going to play the song, but I'm going to say a few of the lyrics. May the footprints that we leave lead them to believe, and the lives we live inspire them to obey. Oh, may all who come behind us find us faithful. And that set the tone, and I think really sets the tone for the kind of person this leader is. I have observed, experienced, and have found her faithful. Service is the key tenet of Toastmasters that she adheres to, that really means the most to her. And she's been a committed member of Toastmasters for over 30 years, has served us well within the district, having been a district governor, recently appointed region advisor. She's manager for branch of Chancellor Insurance Agency in Jamaica, has accomplished many things, has supported many Toastmasters. I'm sure many can attest. I've seen and felt the warmth. And despite achieving all of this, she's so accessible, so reachable, and always so encouraging, even to me, at what would have been difficult times in my Toastmasters journey. She's so accessible that I've heard her being called friend, sister, auntie. That is how much we love distinguished Toastmaster Shirley Daly. Please, I can think of no other person better suited to install the officers and get them off to a good start. So help me welcome to the virtual lectern, Shirley Daly, distinguished Toastmaster.
Thank you. Should I say thanks to one of my sons? Distinguished Toastmaster Shanari Bullock. Proud of you, proud of everybody. In Toastmasters, it is normal, and it's one of the things we do in terms of greeting each other, fellow Toastmasters, families, friends on this platform this evening. I want to say congratulations to the Platinum Artistic Toastmasters Club on joining the District 81 family. We are delighted that you're here with us, and I wish you the very best as you take this wonderful journey. You heard it in the words of Toastmaster Verity Price, and I guarantee you, if you give Toastmasters what it wants, it will give you what you want. The mission of Toastmasters International is to empower individuals to become effective communicators and leaders. And it's with that in mind that I'm here to install the officers of the Platinum Artistic Toastmasters Club. I want you to prepare for the challenges that lie ahead. And your collective challenge is to make this club strong, dedicated to helping people from all walks of life to speak in an effective manner, listen with sensitivity, and think creatively. And you're already the artistic club ready to do that. Normally, in an in-person setting, we would ask each member of each officer to hold the gavel, but I'm going to ask our Zoom master, technical person, to just spotlight all the members of all the officers, all right? And okay, we have it. Our own Sergeant at Arms, Roger Herrell, followed by, please, what's the correct pronunciation, sir?
Harrell.
Herrell, that's right, thank you. And we have our treasurer. I'm not sure if our treasurer is here. That would be.
Our treasurer, unfortunately, is in transit on a Zoom, not on a Zoom plane, on an actual plane. And
thank you, Toastmaster Laidlaw. Our treasurer is Heidi Herkinson. And then we have our secretary, or the secretary for this club, is Mary Bruce. Can we see Mary? All right, until Mary comes, I know that we are strapped for time. We're going to ask our Vice President Public Relations, Carla Isaacs. Okay, there's Carla. Hi, Mary, good to see you. Our Vice President Membership is that hardworking lady, Joni Laidlaw. There she is, nice and elegant. And our Vice President Education, Alwyn St. Omer. And of course, our President, Marcella St. Omer. Oh, lovely, lovely. We call her the senorita with the flowers in her hair. All right. Each of you must have read and also been told, your duties must have been shared with you as to the different roles you will perform as you lead your club to success and good growth. I am not going to be repeating that this evening, and I know it will also be further concretized for you as you go through club officers training. I would really want to say to you, to each of you, will you accept to perform your duties to the best of your ability? And you can just do so with in the chat box, just reaction, raise your hand, or if you want to hold it up, just hold up the right hand. All right, we are very happy. And at this time, I'm going to be focusing on the president of the club, Toastmaster Marcella St. Omer, having been elected the president of the Platinum Artistic Toastmasters Club. You are its Chief Executive Officer, the CEO, and you're expected to preside at all club meetings and at all regular and special meetings of the executive committee. It is your challenge to see that this club enables its members to achieve their educational goals. It is also your challenge to see that your club helps the area, division, district, and Toastmasters International to meet their goals. Please accept the gavel. Yes, you know you will have that symbol, pretend that you have it. Please accept that as a symbol of your leadership and dedication to office. The gavel is a symbol of the power and authority given to you by the membership of this Platinum Artistic Toastmasters Club. We encourage you to use it wisely and with restraint. You're a member of your team as well as a leader. A team is more than a collection of people. It is an emotional force rooted in the feelings, thoughts, and actions of all members with the common goal of achieving, sharing, and mutual support. Work with your team members, madam, to create a healthy, dynamic club, and a club of which everyone is proud. Will you, as president, accept this challenge and perform your duties to the best of your abilities? You can unmute and say it loudly.
Yes, I will.
Wonderful, thank you. And I'm going to ask you, well, everybody's on the screen. Yes, would you spotlight everybody, please? As I want to say it is my pleasure to declare these Toastmasters installed in the offices to which they have been elected, and as the officers of the Platinum Artistic Toastmasters Club. I'm going to ask everyone around you, you can just raise your hands as you give your commitment to the club. I'm saying the growth and development of the Toastmasters program in the Platinum Artistic Toastmasters Club depends largely upon the actions of this group. On your honor, as members of the Toastmasters, do you pledge to individually and collectively stand by this club, live with it, and work with it throughout the coming year? I'm sure I'm going to ask our Vice President, Education, to give the commitment. You may say we will.
We will.
Thank you very much. At this time, I want to wish you all that's best. And I find that your club is a very unique one. And I'm sure this uniqueness will be coming out as you try to balance the Toastmasters way of doing things with the creativity. And as I thought about what we are going to be doing this evening in terms of the sip and painting, among the two symbols that we have in our midst is a paintbrush and of course the canvas. The leaders here, the officers here, you are representing the paintbrush, and you're going to be pouring in, whether it is acrylic paint, water paint, whatever it is, but you're going to be pouring in to the lives of your club members and certainly others. I'm going to ask you to do so with joy. It's going to be a priceless experience, but it's going to cost you to do it. And there are times when you're going to be uncomfortable, but that's going to be part of the growth process. And do not be discouraged when persons are not coming up to do their speeches. You continue giving of yourselves and to work at it. It is said that gifts take you places, but it is character that keeps you there. I want to repeat that. Gifts takes you places. Gifts take you places. Character keeps you there. I ask you to demonstrate good character, which is also reflective of the Toastmasters International core value: integrity, respect, service, and excellence with each other, among each other, certainly to your club members and outside. God bless you as you embark on this wonderful, unforgettable, and as Verity said, Verity Price, you will be able to optimize so many things in terms of your own professional development and personal growth. Thank you so much for giving again.
Okay.
Madam President, I do believe it's your moment to shine.
Thank you. Thank you, everyone. And may I say congratulations to the team and the members. What a wonderful occasion it is today. Protocol already established. The imagination is a palette of bright colors. You can use it to touch up memories, or you can use it to paint dreams, by Robert Braut. Platinum Artistic Toastmasters Club is a dream realized. Everything that is happening here this evening is a dream realized. Like with every artist, the preparation of his palette is usually quite an inspired journey to the finished painting on canvas. That is Platinum Artistic Toastmasters Club. Of course, this creation also came about through the collective hard work, vision, support of a few dedicated Toastmasters, sponsors, and mentors. The palette is good preparation therapy before the artist begins his masterpiece with a combination of colors. Similarly, music is formed due to a combination of notes. Toastmasters is the same. Speechcraft, a work of art. Allow me to tell you my story. When I joined Toastmasters, I wasn't quite sure what I was getting into. Something happened that particular day, and I knew at that point I needed to conquer my public speaking fears. I literally walked into the NIC Toastmasters Club. The meeting was impressive, something I had never experienced before. I'm speaking of the realization of the prepared speeches, impromptu speaking, the table topic segment, and the evaluation session. I continued to attend meetings, became a Toastmaster, joined the executive, and the rest was history. Dear Toastmasters, it is a privilege to serve this club as president. I am committed to Platinum Artistic Toastmasters Club and its success. This club is unique, and I am happy to serve this wonderful club with 24 energetic artistic members and growing. I encourage everyone to reach their full potential and achieve their goals. At this point, I must make mention of distinguished Toastmasters Sonia Monrose, Fabiola Cleofa, Shamilia Williams, whose steadfast support and guidance helped guide us where we are today. Area Director Joni Laidlaw and my husband, Toastmaster Alwyn Santoma, who dogged support and work ethic realized the vision of this specialized Toastmasters creative community. Club Growth Director Melinda Lloyd for her willing assistance and advice. Division Director Corville Hilton for his warm welcome for the club to Division B. I also would like to mention TM, Dominic, Carla, who helped along the way while we put this club together and got it going. A special mention must also be made of our sponsorship for the Ministry of Creative Industries in St. Lucia, who realized we had a similar vision and agreed to support the program and membership for a few of our new Toastmasters. The Platinum Artistic Toastmasters Club was conceived out of a need for a Toastmasters Club for the creatives in St. Lucia, Jamaica, the wider Caribbean, and beyond. We also have members in the States, the USA, as well as Canada. A specialist club for artists, creatives, intellectuals, distinguished Toastmasters, prospective Toastmasters, and esteemed guests. An artist's success depends not only on the high quality of his work or her work, but also depends largely on how well the artist can communicate with other related professionals, including other artists, agents, gallery curators, and every important potential customer. The effects of the poor communication skills can dramatically impact one's value and success. A poorly run meeting or an ineffective sales presentation can be lasting and expensive. It diminishes the positive impact this lucrative industry can have across the Caribbean and the wider global platform. The newly formed Platinum Artistic Toastmasters Club was created to address this gap. It is an online specialized Toastmasters community with one main focus, and that is to train Caribbean creatives to improve their communication and leadership skills using the Toastmasters training platform where they can practice in a safe environment, learn strong community creatives who will learn new skills to give them a competitive edge and connections to a strong community of creatives who will support and elevate each other. Platinum Artistic Toastmasters and Toastmasters Club and community is the perfect platform to help our Caribbean creatives break through by sharpening their communication, professional leadership skills, and overcoming their fear of speaking about their art, which withholds too many from their well-deserved successes. With our community, they will join a group of like-minded individuals working together towards developing these core areas. You can think of our platform as an online training class for business professionals where they can meet at least twice monthly to hone their skills in a supportive setting with colleagues. Simply put, we offer educational value, fun, and community. Toastmasters, where leaders are made. Over to you, Toastmaster.
Thank you, President Marcelo. Well said. Thank you, distinguished Toastmaster Shirley Daly, for that installation of officers. The song that I'd mentioned earlier, Find Us Faithful, lyrics, the songwriter John Moore, and members of the Platinum Artistic Toastmasters Club. Reflect on all the words that you've heard today, the encouragement, see the faces smiling back at you. And may the footprints that you leave lead those who come behind you to believe, and the life that you live inspire them to strive and thrive. Oh, may all who come behind you as members of this club find you faithful. Congratulations, charter members. Congratulations, charter officers. Toastmasters and friends, 100% volume. Let us welcome the installed officers and the members of the Platinum Artistic Toastmasters Club. Please unmute, let them feel your love.
At last. At last.
Thank you.
Thank you.
We're going to be changing gears. I know that many of you came to encourage and really help the Platinum Artistic members feel welcomed and inspired and as if they're part of the family. And one of the things that families do is play together and learn together. And we're going to be doing that just now as we step into the capable hands of the other part of the St. Omer dynamic duo. Please help me to welcome for the introduction for the paint and sip, Toastmaster Alwyn St. Omer.
Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. As you can see, I have my canvas behind me. I hope everyone has started his drawing, and raise your hands if everyone has started preparing a canvas. I think DTM Shirley Daly has a canvas behind her. I see her
Yes, oh
smiling.
yes. You want me to show you?
Yes, please. Let me see.
Let me get my, 1 second, please.
Yes.
All right, let me see if I can show you. Okay, hold. I have to get it in the camera.
Yes, let me see. The idea is to have your sketch ready so that we could go into the painting segment.
Okay, my sketch is not ready.
Your sketch is not ready?
No, sir.
Okay, well, I will. Has anybody done the sketch? Toastmaster Grace? Okay, well, I will just give you a brief introduction to painting, and then we'll go to a break and then come back to our first painted segment. The idea this evening is not to have anyone worried about becoming a master. I want everyone to remember when, let's go back to when we were children, when we used to play with that set of crayons. Remember that set of crayons where we prayed and we thought we could do anything in the world? Children are divergent thinkers, and we tend to lose that creativity and imagination as we grow up because society teaches us to doubt ourselves. This evening, I want everyone to rediscover the child in themselves so that we can have fun in this painting session. We're not worried about painting as good as Alwyn or Arnold or Marcella or Joni. We just want everyone to have fun. So as we go to the break, we'll go to a little break, and I want everyone to start drawing in that break. So by the time I come back, we go to painting. Could our hosts take us to
Mr.
the
VP,
next?
can you remind us quickly what is it that you wanted us to do? I'm sorry, Mr. Host. I just wanted to be sure.
Okay, could our Zoom master send a picture, display a picture
in the Zoom so that we can see what we expected to pin this evening, draw and pin this evening. As we go to the break, Toastmasters and friends, while we prepare our canvases and the instructions and picture will come as Alwyn has said, Toastmaster Alwyn. While we prepare, we're going to have a piece from the DramaCon group from St. Lucia, a theater and performing arts company, one of the leading lights in terms of performance in St. Lucia. So Zoom masters, please share with us so that we can appreciate.
What's so laughing at?
Sorry, Tari.
They forget where they are.
It's not about where we are, you dick. Dr. Pat, come. Tell me, how are we supposed to come to an institution that is supposed to be helping us, supporting us to get better, Dr. Pat?
It's true.
And that's security!
Please sit down.
Security.
Everyone calm down.
I have it there for you. Dr. Pat, that woman always throwing our business in our face. Just when I thought it was supposed to be confidential.
It's true.
Dr. Pat, that don't making no sense.
It's true, Dr.
That
Pat.
woman just been happy, Gasser.
Unhappy. All right.
But-
I know.
Hey, that's why I like that girl, you know. Miss could stand up all right.
All right,
Alright,
everyone calm down. Nurse, and new patients. We have, this is Dama and this is Andela, right?
Yes, Dr. Pat. She came in yesterday and she was diagnosed with Gokul type 3, and Andela here is a unique transfer case.
Okay, perfect. Thank you, nurse, and thank you for settling them in for me today. I'll take it from here.
But with Dr. Pat, I think it should be noted that I will be making a formal complaint to the administration.
Well, I'm not sure you need to do that, but I wasn't there, so you do what you feel is right, okay, nurse? But generally, guys, this is a safe space. We respect everybody here, don't we?
Yes, Dr. Pat.
Yes, Dr. Pat.
Okay, thank you, nurse. All right, so if we're all finally settled, shall we make a start?
Before we start, I think it is necessary that we cleanse the space with a word for the Lord.
Okay,
So
sure.
please rise. Rise, Michelle. Cashpan, rise. Cashpan, that's disrespectful to the Lord. Rise. Bo. Now, Catholic, sign yourself. If you are not Catholic, sign yourself regardless. Gracious and most heavenly Father, we thank you. I thank you, Lord Jesus. We come to you here today to cleanse this session, Lord Jesus. I ask that you bless Cashpan, bless Michelle, bless Dama and Andela, Lord Jesus, and most importantly, Lord Jesus, bless Dr. Patz. And I've been given a warning to keep my prayer short, Father, but you know that it is all for your glory, Father. Yes. I pray that you let the administration see that I'm ready to go home, Father. In Jesus' name we pray.
Amen. Praise the Lord.
Amen.
Thank you, Sister Sledge. Just before we start, Cashpan, I overheard a little comment of yours back there. Why did you say that women only have tricks?
But you see, the problem with women is that they always pretending. Always acting to get what they want from man, you know. They know what to tell you to make you do anything for them. I know I always fall for it. But is women not in charge, man? Women like Sister Sledge, is them not in charge?
The Lord's in charge, sweetie.
So what you're saying, women know what they want and they act accordingly.
Right.
How does that make them tricksters?
Boss, don't mean to tell me, A femme qui vient demander moi pour aller docteur. When you check it, it's for ticket to go to fair. Like just tell me it's forfeit. No need to lie. No need to lie. Then Kashi get concerned because he wants to know if you're sick or whatever. Then you telling me I only concern because I give you money. But yes, I concern because I give you money, Dr. Pat. And you not also care about her, you know. But doc, moi last palacia, but for time when she has to play.
Thank you, Kashpan. I really appreciate you sharing that with us. It's so important for us to be able to identify our triggers. You were able to put a label on an emotion and open up about it. And that is progress. Well done, Kashpan. Guys, let's clap for Kashpan. Well done. All right. So we have two newcomers to our group this evening. Why don't we start over here? Would you introduce yourself, my dear?
Buttercup, and stand up.
Hi everyone. My name is Dama, and they say that when I say my name, that I have a go well.
Hi, Dama.
Hi, Dama.
Thank you.
Dama, I'm not sure everyone quite heard you. Could you stand and say that a little louder, please?
Okay, so before I start, it's important to note that I don't believe that I have a go well. It's actually my mom who sent me here, and I'm just doing it to please her. My name is Dama, and I have a go well.
It's okay, baby girl. You'll get there. You'll get there.
Thank you, Dama. It's very brave of you to join our group. Is there anything you'd like to share at this point? This is a safe space. We're here to listen.
But hurry up, huh? Stand up.
When can I see the other part? I don't like to really stop right there. Come on. Good stuff. I'll be checking in with you guys so that I can get the rest of that. Definitely great talent coming out of St. Lucia. We return to Alwyn St. Omer. You'll notice that the image has been placed in the chat. Please download it. Alwyn, over to you.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Now, I hope everyone has a canvas. Joni, I don't see yours. Clive, could everybody have a sip of wine before we commence? Just to relax. Where's our very anxious DTM, Shirley Daly, who had a canvas prepared? Okay, what I shall do is I'll present as doing an example. Anyone else has a canvas, and can you all see the drawing on my canvas of the pitons in a sunset? What I will attempt to do, sunsets are very easy to paint and very attractive. So I will show you my canvas. I make anything out of a canvas. Paper, plates, my wife's good plates from the kitchen, anything at all. So I will proceed using, as you notice in the bottom of the picture, in the bottom of the sunset, there's always a little yellow. They call it the green glow at every sunset. So what I shall do is I will proceed by painting a bit of yellow at the base of the painting. Can everyone see? I hope the light is okay. I'm proceeding to paint yellow at the base on the horizon of the painting. Just enjoy yourself. Put the yellow down. Don't worry about being straight on the horizon. We will correct that when we put in the blue of the sea. Okay, these are the petals here. Now add a little white coming out from the horizon because it's a sunset, of course. Okay, add a little white. enjoy yourself when you start to paint. Don't worry about being, like I said, don't worry about being a master. Think of the child in you that thought he could do everything at all. Just, it's in your yellow, it's in the white, enjoy it. And art is spontaneous too. Many people think that with art, you copy. You don't copy. Art is an interpretation. It's my interpretation of the picture. I will not paint this, this sunset. If Too Long was here and he is supposed to be here, he would have approached it differently. And every artist has a different palette, a different style to his approach to painting. Every artist. But your painting begins in the palette. The life of painting begins in the palette. For me, some artists pour the paint before they put the paint as they work into the picture. But I like to prepare my palette before. So I look at the picture and I mix my paints according to what I'm about to paint. So in this case, it's a sunset with a lot of oranges and reds and stuff like that. So what I'm actually doing now in this first phase is painting the background. See the yellows? Hope everyone can see the yellows in the background, oranges. When you paint the background, you can paint a little bit over the middle ground. That's okay because in the end, the middle ground is more. What I always do is paint my background first. And then I paint my middle ground and the foreground last. So what I'm doing now is painting my background. That's the thing further away from you in the painting. So when you paint the background, you establish the painting. So the backdrop of the painting, backdrop as in a play, backdrop as in anything. Backdrop as in Toastmasters backdrop. Notice my freedom with the paint. I'm going to use a little purple, a little blue as I get higher in the sky. You see the freedom? You don't have to worry about being perfect. Enjoy the painting. Just enjoy, let it flow. Painting comes from within. It's not being afraid of it. Junior, I don't see your canvas.
I realize you want to set me up, Alwyn. Don't worry, everybody. Yours will be way better than mine. Alwyn knows I paint with my words.
You notice how freely I use the brush? I don't even have the picture in front of me. I just have a short memory of the picture which I can visualize. You see, it's almost becoming a sunset. Now I'm going to add the blazing reds now. I'm using the largest brush in what I required everyone to get through. This is the largest brush. For backgrounds, you always use the largest brush. It's a large establishing brush. Allows you to do great things, great brush strokes. Voila, you see? Background is always almost happening.
A little yellow, a little orange in the middle. The sky. Professor Clyde, I have noticed your canvas.
I was painting with words.
You're painting with words, you're doing like Judy.
So am I.
Yes, I noticed, Marcella. Now, if you notice, there's a little hum. I don't know if you can see, there's a little hum in the background, close to the horizon. A little hum close to the horizon, and I just noticed it myself. On a clear day, apparently, you can see St. Vincent from St. Lucia, from Soufrière in St. Lucia. The petals, by the way, are two lava plugs left back from from one of the largest volcanic eruptions in Windward Island history. The lava plugs are built up over the years. We hope we never have an eruption again because it may mean we may lose that beautiful landmark, Caribbean landmark. That little spot you see in the background there is St. Vincent. We will tackle it as we go into the next segment. Zoom Master, could we go to the break?
Thank you, sir. Alwyn, you definitely got us off to a good start. I think I'm going to actually learn some art today. Toastmasters and friends, Toastmaster Carville Hilton earlier told us he's not a musician. He's so modest. But you'll be able to judge for yourself as we're going to hear a piano solo from him. All right, question for everyone. Which song was that?
I want to meet a little girl in Kingston Town. I'm not sure. Yeah, that's
All right, we have one entrant.
Oh my Lord.
Second.
A Little Mermaid?
Little-
Girl?
No.
Well, Jamaica Farewell.
Jamaica Farewell. That's the name of it. Correct.
Jamaica Farewell. Okay.
By our own, what's his name again? Oh Lord, that guy. That Jamaican. Oh,
Well,
Harry Belafonte.
Harry Belafonte.
Yeah.
Yes,
Many people think it's a Jamaican folk song, but it's not.
Okay. All right. Distinguished Toastmaster Carville, still with us?
Yes, sir, I am.
Okay. Do they win a prize or do they win a prize?
Yes, they won a prize. In fact, for her effort, I would give distinguished Toastmaster Shirley a prize as well. If nothing else, for her effort.
Okay, good.
But
I have my canvas, Mr. Host. I'm trying not to.
Thank you. Can I have a look at what you started?
Boy, it is not so far. I don't know. Can you see it?
I can't because your background has taken over your
Okay, so
painting
I have to take off the background then.
Yes, so I could
Let me do that now. I am just trying to think, my dear. I am making sure to preface it that nobody has any
Don't worry,
expectation.
DTM, Shirley, yours look way better than mine. I can tell you that much. And Alwyn set me up because Alwyn knows I can't paint or draw.
I'm still trying to make orange and out of my red and yellow.
Yeah, it looks brilliant.
To do
It's
together.
I'm doing it in the label. I'm mixing the colors in the label.
Okay. I think I should have done that rather than try to mix it on the canvas.
On the paper, yeah.
Yes, and Roger, you seem to have a talent something using crayon though. Is it crayon or watercolor?
Yes, crayon.
Crayon, yeah, I can see the lines. Very nice,
Roger.
very nice. All very nice, very, very nice. Now we move into the middle ground. As you notice, the background is set and we went into the middle ground. The only thing about the background that's not set is that little mound of land that's supposed to be St. Vincent. But as you know, you have to wash your brush before you go to the next color, which is going to be blue. And anything in the distance, because it's vague, it's far, it will be blue because you use blues or grays or greens, but I'd use blue with a touch of brown because it's in a sunset. So I try to get this thing, I try to get St. Vincent as a haze in the background because it's in the sunset. So this is St. Vincent in the background, in the sunset. Okay, as we move into the middle ground, we will be using more black. I don't normally use black, but if sunsets is an easier way to just conquer the painting quickly. So I'll be using black to cover the pieces. You can see the pieces, you can just paint it black like as in a silhouette. And that's the easiest part of the painting because you just covering a silhouette then. So I'll take my black paint and start covering the silhouette of the pieces. See?
Everyone see the palette in his hand.
Yeah, can you see the palette in my hand?
It's not your plate, is it, Mrs. St. Omer?
It's a paper plate, a party plate.
All right. No, I heard the announcement that Marcella's plates aren't safe.
Thank God it's a party plate. Thank God.
It's a party plate. Sometimes I use a good plate because glass plates are better, especially the white plates. As you can see, I'm filling in the pizza. Now it's good therapy, you know. Painting is very good therapy because, as I said, when we were children, we had this unbridled imagination that as we grew into adults, we tend to doubt ourselves. Oh, I'm not a very good musician. I'm not a very good this. I'm not a very good athlete. I'm not a very good this and that. You see, one pizza has already taken shape. Shortcut. And it is very good that when you can express painting, when you paint, you don't necessarily want to become another Michelangelo or also Dunstan or even an Orlin or Toulon. But what you want to do is unleash your imagination because we stuck. And what happens to us as we develop into adults, this same thing that we had so freely as a child, our boss will ask us, I need you to think out of the box. But that is something we had naturally when we were children. So this is what painting does. Painting, all the arts, dance, drama, literature, all the fine arts help to unleash your imagination. And one of the greatest scientists of all time, of all people, theorized that creativity is actually intelligence having fun, and that creativity may be the highest form of intelligence. So they normally look at us artists as, boy, these guys are just having fun, painting, dancing, singing, performing. But painting allows us to unleash our imagination. As we get into the school system, the school system normally rewards only two intelligences. That is Howard Gardner's theory. And what painting or the arts do is they help unleash your other six intelligences. So you don't necessarily become a better painter. You can become a better doctor, a better politician, a better anything. Because the imagination, you have begun to trust yourself more. You begin to have more confidence in yourself. You begin to have faith in yourself. Voila.
Alwyn, you do have to share what you taught me about architecture. I don't think anybody can leave here without knowing this because it blew my mind when I found out.
Yes, architecture, the fine arts are painting, theater, literature, dance, and architecture is actually considered one of the fine arts, one of the highest forms of art. So yes, architects are artists. I found out that because a lady told me her husband is broke, he's an architect. An architect in the Caribbean is just like any other artist. I myself, I designed what we call the National Independence Monument of St. Lucia when I was at the Jamaica School of Arts. And it's almost 38 years later, it's not built because we cannot visualize having a 70-foot monument to modernize the city of Castries. So it's an ongoing battle for the artists in the Caribbean, which I'm hoping that Platinum Artistic, with our linkages, will help to conquer. So voila, this is our middle ground. Next, I'm going to be doing the foreground. We go next to a break. Thank you.
Toastmasters, a lesson indeed. So much rich ideas, history, information. As I listened to Alwyn speak, and towards the end, it reminded me of a piece that I heard from Paul Keynes Douglas, another noted artist in the Caribbean, an artist with the spoken word. And in that particular piece, someone said, "So what do you do for a living?" "I'm an artist." "No, I mean, what do you do to make money?" And Alwyn spoke to that so poignantly, and hopefully the vision of this Platinum Artistic Club will help for persons to really appreciate the fine arts, including architecture, and allow it to really take its place where people can make a living from the fine arts. Thank you, members of this club, for seeing that vision and for stretching that vision across the Caribbean.
I would like to share my canvas, Toastmaster Shonari.
Jump right in.
I was speaking with words, and it's an art form too. And so I will share a work in progress that I've been doing during this session too, if I may. Okay.
May I apologize because poetry is also one of the fine arts. Yes. My apologies, Sir Clive, my apologies.
That's okay. No, I wasn't.
Sir Derek Walcott won the Nobel Prize for Poetry.
Yes, this piece is called Renaissance, as in R-A-I-N, Renaissance or Renaissance. Not oft do I drink rain or thunder true.
Because that's in a meeting.
Just a minute, please. Let me quiet my background.
Go ahead.
I shall resume now. Thank you. Renaissance. Not oft do I drink rain or thunder true, as I might oft complain. Xanadu, his treasures in my face the livelong day, though fail I to embrace his consummate. Not oft do I waste tears on turbid seas, or tangle with ears of Socrates, thus might I oft disdain the lessons learnt, pouring expired champagne on passions burnt. A work in progress.
Thank you, Toastmaster Clive. Zoom team, do we have that dance queued up? By Barry George, please, Toastmasters, let us watch and appreciate. More amazing talent out of St. Lucia. Alvin, back to you.
Thank you. Can we all have another sip of wine to celebrate this fantastic evening and to relax and help us stimulate our creativity? this next segment of the painting, as you can see, we've done the background, we've done the middle ground, and now we're going to do the foreground. Now you notice the foreground is in two pieces. What you see in there is an exercise in what we call perspective. In perspective, the things that, okay, a good idea of what perspective, if I point towards the screen, my hand appears bigger. Now the back of my arm appears smaller. So that's what it is. The things in the distance appear small, and there's a middle ground and the foreground. So what we have to do in our painting, for the painting to be successful, you must always understand perspective. For example, if I was painting houses, you would see the house further down the road is smaller than the house which is just there. For painting to be successful, your perspective must be successful. Perspective is simple, and don't worry about it. It's something you'll learn as you go along. In fact, we're just having fun. So as we go on to the next step, I'm going to use a touch of blue. Make sure your brushes are washed. And I'm going to put a little blue on the horizon here, just to accentuate that, to give the horizon a lift. It doesn't have to be perfect. Just a little bit of blue. Now what I'm also going to do is take a little bit of black and create a shadow, because remember this is a sunset. So the sun has set and there's a light behind the petals creating a silhouette. So it's going to throw a shadow into the foreground. That shadow will be reflected on the sea. So what you see is the shadow of the petals reflected on the sea in the middle ground to foreground. So I'm just loosely creating shadows of the two petals. Okay, then I will swiftly go to my next color, which will be more orange. Orange, because if you know, the sea is a reflection of the sky. So the colors in the sky are reflected in the sea, and that is what we achieve in here. You can use a little bit of yellow or yellow ochre. See the colors come in, and you blend it into the shadows. Just don't worry about it. Just play with it, have fun. Play with it, have fun. Yeah. When you painting, you play with the painting to achieve what you want. Okay, you play with it until you achieve what you want. As I said, the best artists would copy, and you don't plan. Art is spontaneous. Great art is spontaneous. You're not copying, you're creating. So if my wife does a painting, it's her impression of life. It's her impression of the scene. If I do a painting of Circle Life, it's my impression of Circle Life. If Van Gogh would do it, you'd see this post-impressionist broken picture with textured colors. So every artist has his own impression of life. Otherwise, we just use a camera and finish it. It's your impression of life that is on canvas. So this is Alwyn's impression. If Mr. Toulon was here, he'd be doing a different impression, and he'd use a different palette. And that's what makes it so individual. You know, you can do whatever you want, have fun. You can use more black. You can add more blue to the sea. And then use a little more black to regain the shadow from the petals, which I've lost because I use so much color. Okay. Doesn't matter, just have fun. You can play with it, you can create waves, you can do whatever you wish. I can see Joni sweating in the background. She's trying all sorts of different techniques.
I don't have any black, and that is hampering me.
No, that's all right. You can use blue. You don't have black.
I am using my blue.
Yeah, you can use blue. In fact, I have never used black in the past. My brother used to use blue. My father used to use. My father used to use black. My brother used black, and I only recently found myself using black because it's a shortcut to getting a dramatic effect sometimes, especially when you're doing a palette knife painting. Okay, so let's see. Okay, let's put a little blue in that sea. A little purplish blue. You can have fun, put whatever we want in the sea. You can create wave action, you can do whatever you wish. It's you, painting is coming from you. Painting is sometimes spiritual because sometimes when I'm frustrated, my best work comes out. For example, I was doing a painting for a gentleman, a Madonna, after my dad, the mother and child. And it took me 2 weeks to do the painting. And it was hard work, but I was so anguished after, not anguished because I'm working for a client, but sometimes working for a client, you put so much effort into it that it's not you sometimes. You can wipe your brush sometimes and use a dry brush to get the effect you want. Because you can use any technique in painting, any technique to get the desired effect. I'm using a dry brush now on top of the paint. You can also use a larger brush if you wish to flatten it or whatever. You be creative, okay? Using more of that yellow to create the stencil. Yeah, I was saying that I was a little frustrated because having to work in such detail because the client wanted something very specific. And when I finished the painting, I used the rest of the paints from that job to do another painting, which I accomplished in half an hour to 45 minutes. And that was a masterpiece, not the painting I'd done for the clients, because I was free. So it has to come out of you. There's something spiritual in painting. There's something that happens. I think even in athletes, sometimes athlete goes beyond, and it's something very spiritual. It's something that happens from beyond. You know. So it's not. It's very special. Now, finally, I'm going to use a giant brush to do the foreground, the absolute foreground, what's right in front of us. But what happened is there's so much black in the painting that I have to use some blue to help separate it so we can see. Again, I dip my brush in water. You can see the palette. Again, this is from an old ice cream container. So you see I use anything as a palette. I think I use my wife's supper cutting meat once. So she always has to ask me, where's this, where's that? So you see, I'm using blue to kind of separate the water, but I'm going to really use some dark browns and black to help bring out the foreground. Like I said, be free, be loose with your brush, just enjoy. Yes. This is a hill in front of the sea. So you're looking at the sunset from this hill. Now I'm going to add black, but I need the blue to give me, to make it more three-dimensional. I mean, even add a little brown. Because otherwise it will look flat. You know, so I'm creating the foreground, but I'm giving it more depth. That's what happens when you mix colors. I'm creating more depth. Because if I just put the foreground, absolute foreground black, it'll just fade into the middle ground. So you feel free to use other colors. So I'm using brown to help me, to rescue me from my predicament. And this piece of land has vegetation too, so I don't have to be very rigid. I could use my brush to create the effect of vegetation. I could use, this sort of thing. I could do what I want with the brush. You can use different brushes to create different effects. You can use it of the brush to create trees and stuff like that. It's entirely up to you. As I go down, now you can see the foreground looks a little more, it doesn't look flat. It's more, you can see there's some dimension in the painting now because of the brown and blues I'm using to create that effect. I'm going to use black only in the absolute front. The last piece of the foreground. You see, use your hand freely, don't worry about it. You can change brushes to get the looseness you wish, and I'm going to use black now to conclude the painting. You see, there's a sense of distance between here and over there, and that blue mountain in a distance that's supposed to be St. Vincent. That would be probably the volcano in St. Vincent. And that's what's called perspective. Perspective in a painting. So, voila. This is your completed landscape. It's a sunset of St. Lucia's World Heritage Site, the Peters, with St. Vincent in the distance.
Thank you, Toastmaster Alwyn.
Thank you very much. Voila.
I tried. But
that's why we made the background so we could pretend like we showed the picture.
Yeah, I'm honestly, I will confess, I paint and sip. I did not know I would have so much fun. I did not know that I would learn so much. So definitely thanks to the organizers, and thank you, Alwyn, for taking us through so well. Shirley, I saw you put up your picture a while ago. Put it up again.
Yes, shall we look?
All right.
Wow, brilliant, brilliant, brilliant. I can see.
I see Roger. Oh, wow, Roger.
Yeah, Roger, fantastic. Wow. Joni?
Coming to come.
No, it's amazing because your use of color is so graphic. Very nice effort. And what you can do is you can continue to work with it at home, and then perhaps send it to us when we have our next meeting on the 9th of May. Perhaps we can do something, present our paintings on the 9th of May at our first Toastmasters meeting after this session. Shall we raise a glass?
Cheers, sir.
Thank you. Cheers, 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 everyone. Cheers.
All the very best. And as
you,
we are
thank you.
reminded, let us be faithful to the end.
Thank you. Cheers.
Toastmaster Shirley, did I have the song right?
Yes, you did. You did. You know it's one of my friends. I was just thinking it was Steve Green was the author because several of them would sing
The
it.
person who sang it, I looked, so it was Steve Green that sang the version I think you'd have played, but I
Right.
looked through and I saw I was looking for who wrote the lyrics, but you're right.
Beautiful, yes.
Okay, and that song, Harry Belafonte's song earlier, does Come Back Liza, Come Back Girl ring a bell? Every time, let me see if I find the lyrics. One of our Jamaican folk songs.
Oh, yes.
Toastmaster Joni.
She's still painting.
Okay. Well,
She's
Toastmaster
trying to
Joni.
get rid of the white spots. This is why we like the background, so it doesn't show, it doesn't show, it doesn't show.
You did a good job. I love the colors.
You did well.
Yes. This was enjoyable.
It was. Toastmaster Joni, I think we need to be pulling the formal program to an end, but I know you have on the agenda after party and art evaluation session. So please step forward, Madam VPM, Area Director, World Traveler, International Logistics Manager. I cannot keep a track of Toastmaster Joni, almost a DTM, and I say that with such pride, and we can't wait. You'll be an honor to us when you join our ranks. Please help me to welcome to the virtual lectern to give the vote of thanks, Joni Laidlaw.
When we asked everyone to join us today, we asked them to join us with an attitude of gratitude. Knowing what it was like being a part of the forming committee, and may I say thank you to distinguished Toastmaster Fabiola, as well as I call her my right hand, Dominic Barnett, who is assisting us today as a Zoom master, who is a fellow mentor of this club. The dynamic duo, and don't worry, Marcella, if he steals your plate, you will have my assistance in getting at Kim, Marcelo St. Omer, and Alwyn St. Omer, who were a part of the heartbeat of making this club possible. To Shamila Williams, who advised us in getting here, and Sonia Monrose, thank you. To all of the members who assisted in every meeting to show up and show how it's done. Like Toastmaster Alwyn today, demonstrating to us who might not be able to paint, how to paint. You came and you delivered in true Toastmasters fashion. Toastmaster Shelley even went so far, and Toastmaster Shanari as to agree to be mentors here. To all of our executive members, thank you for stepping up and choosing to assist us in moving our club forward. To our new members, thank you for the time that you spend learning how to be Toastmasters. Thank you for being here. Thank you to our host for making the time to lead us through this session and also advise us in what we do, distinguished Toastmaster Shanari Bullock. I also want to say a big thank you to everyone that showed up today. Thank you to all the artists, the performers, and most of all, thank you to our sponsor who assisted us in getting here. An attitude of gratitude. Now, I might not be able to paint a canvas as beautifully as Toastmaster Alwyn, but like that teeth painting, which reminded me that sometimes it's through the effort, through our shadow self, through things that others might not understand because we chose to persevere. Let me say to all, thank you. And to our president, I cannot leave you out because to you as area director, I give the biggest thank you. Your speech today has not only allowed our club to become distinguished on the chart today, but you've also allowed me as area director to have that same designation. Thank you, Platinum Artistic, for all that you have taught me. And I know my painting is called How You Can Do It Absolutely So Terribly, but have the most fun. But to you, I say, cheers for teaching me about your world and what it takes to paint in every possible way and to use creativity to have fun. Back to you, our Toastmaster of the day, the host.
Toastmaster Marcella, I hand over to you to adjourn the meeting.
Yes, after a few sips of wine, what can I say? Oh, it was awesome. It was a great evening, wonderful evening. I enjoyed every aspect of the meeting. We are really, really excited. We are all excited. We worked really hard for about, like, it's over a year that we've been working assiduously to get to this today. And I'm so proud and I'm so happy. And I'd like to say thank you to everyone who participated. To DTM Shirley Daly, a big thank you to you. DTM Sonia, Fabiola, Shamila, Eddie Joni, Toastmaster Clive, TM Dominic, TM Domain, Alwyn, Toastmaster Alwyn, DTM Shonari Bullock, thank you very much. And thank you as well for being the club who will receive the ribbon for us being in Division B. Thank you very much. Thank you. I'm proud and I'm looking forward to us working together for this upcoming year. I'm hoping to have a fantastic end of year. We're working really hard to achieve our goals. We have big goals and we really would like to achieve those goals. So we're working really, really hard. We're pushing the button. And we're working together. We're doing this together. And I really like the camaraderie between the club. It's great, it's wonderful, it's fantastic. Thank you, everyone. Looking forward to a fantastic year.
We're at the after party.
The after party part, right? Is our DJ on the main? Or are we throwing to Dominic? Because I know Carol can dance, you know, and if I dragged her all the way here, I want to see Carol dance while we evaluate. Are we evaluating, Alwyn?
I must admit, I hate evaluations. Not evaluations for painting. I love evaluations in Toastmasters though, because they help you grow. But with paintings, I believe we all individual, and sometimes it's unfair to evaluate one. It's not good for your confidence. but I could look at some of the, I saw Shirley Daly, DTM Shirley Daly with a really Rembrandt-like piece. So did Roger and Jody. That's a great start. I saw Clive trying to do something. I'm not sure if he managed to finish anything, but maybe it's something with words. But I think all in all, we had a really fantastic. I think everyone made a great attempt. And what would be nice if we could, you guys could continue to work on these paintings and we can present them, as I said, at our next meeting, our first meeting after the charter ceremony on the 9th of May. Thank you.
Thank you to our timer as well. Carol, Lee, Leah, a big thank you.
Yeah.
You're welcome.
Well,
I have to apologize for I got my timing wrong. I was basing off Jamaican time, and thanks